your bomb one. Doing a cook with me video. So, we are having some pork chops. I'm gonna use my stove this time. So I'm preheating the stove right now while I get a few things out. I'll be using this pan to cook them with because I think it's like 4 of them. This pan won't fit in the air fryer. If it would, then I would have used it. It's kind of chilly in here right now, so I'm just gonna roll up these sleeves real quick. So I have my pork chops here in the sink. Let me see if I can lower you down here. Let's see. Let's see what I'm doing. Try to get some light going on in the kitchen. So right here at the sink. So I don't wash my hands. I had the pork chops in a bowl of water because they were in the freezer. It's getting late dinner, but the pork chops, I'm gonna do those, get those going first. Those will take the longest. So I'll just be moving the camera around as we go. Really did. I'm gonna leave those down because I'm always using those right now. I feel bad because I'm not using my air fryer. I feel like I'm cheating on my air fryer, guys. So I bought these pork chops from Sam's. And the packs of them are so big. So they were in the freezer. So it's 4 of them and they're really nice size. So this would be enough for leftovers for sure. They're semi-frozen. We're not gonna let that stop it. So I have some clear vinegar. I'm gonna just rinse them off with, I'm gonna just wash them off with some water. You can clean your chicken this way too. It's up to you. Clean that extra fat off of them. I do eat pork. I hope I don't stop my sink up. Alright, so I rinse those really well. There's a little bit of apple cider vinegar. It's up to you how you clean your meat. And vinegar is not going to hurt it. It might add a little flavor. Maybe tenderize the meat a little bit. Get all that extra fat and settlement up off of your meat. You can let that sit for a second if you want to, or whatever. We'll rinse this pan out real quick. Just a quick rinse. So I'm going to season my meat. We'll rinse it one more time, rinse some of that vinegar off. And this pan is a perfect size for 4 nice sized pork chops. Move that over. Didn't drop them. Pour any of that extra water off, okay? So, and they're fitting in there. I'm gonna be turning them over, flipping them over, and all of that kind of stuff. Just rinse my hands off because when I go into this spice rack, so my hands don't get all gooey. So we're gonna have pork chops, and then my little girl, she wants noodles, ramen noodles. So we're gonna make that happen. So, and we're gonna kind of do a stir fry style. So this is Tony's Creole season. It's a little spicy, not a sponsor. I don't know if I have to say that with everything I used and do on here, but not a sponsor. It's not very much in here, so it's going to give it a little bit of zip. Here's some, have a lot of spices down here. Garlic powder. I use the Walmart brand. I always grab several when I'm doing any major grocery shopping, or if I have a little extra in my budget. They have those big bins of spices. I'll grab those. Those work for me. Here's some onion powder. I'm gonna put that on there. Some pork chops. Okay, so we have that. I like Saigon. It adds some color to it and a little bit of seasoning to it. Grab a couple of those out of there. It's my pantry. Other pantry over there. So we'll put some Saigon. I love this. It adds flavor. People's like, hey, did you burn your food? No, I just added some color to it. So that's one. And I'm going to just massage that on in there. I don't add a lot of salt to my food by any means. So I'm just massaging that in to my meat. Working that on in. Okay, and I like a lot of flavor. Flavor doesn't necessarily mean salt. And you know what? I have some teriyaki marinade. People say you're supposed to rinse that off, but we're not rinsing off any good marinade, any sauce, okay, in there. And then I'm just gonna massage that one in. Okay, we're only using a little bit because we're not making a sauce, and then we'll be pouring some in on the other side as well. So rubbing that all in, and I'm turning them over. It's pork chops. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Rinse my hand off. Add a little bit of Tony's Creole seasoning. It's just a little bit left in this one. I have another one. I have plenty of seasonings. So that oven is preheated. It just got the bell. I put a little bit of onion powder on there. A little bit of that garlic powder. And then the other pack of the Saigon. I'm about to see these guys. Excuse me, please. Gonna put that Saigon on there. Okay, and we're gonna massage that on in. Those seasonings, garlic powder, onion powder, Saigon. And then we're gonna add a little bit of the teriyaki marinade. Just get these up in here so they fit nicely in this pan. Okay. I'm just gonna add a little bit more of the teriyaki on there just for the added flavor. I use a lot of onions all the time, but I probably won't in the meat. But what I can do, just for a little added flavor, is I can chop up a apple and put in there on that. The pork chops and apples go really well together. We have some we need to use. Chop up a little bit of apple there. Yeah, that one needed to be used. So, just gonna peel the apple real quick. Get that skin off. We don't want to run into any skin while we're peeling these apples. We will use onions, but in the noodles. I'm going to do a quick rendition of a stir fry. So, there you go. I'll take this, okay. See if we have it propped up. See if you guys can see it up a little better. I have my charger on my phone. Okay. We'll take that off right now so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to thinly slice these apples. Just a little thin slice of them. So just going to cover all the pork chops with them. Just sprinkle them on top. And they'll probably just about disintegrate as they're cooking. Just give it a little sweetness to it without doing too much. Okay. That one's for me. And what I'm going to do, put that knife over there out of the way. I'll bring this pan over so you can see. I'm going to just sprinkle these apples on the top of the pork chops. Just to add a little nice little sweetness to it. Okay, so we have that. I like season, but I don't want to over season for the pork chops. And they're going to take a little bit while. Do a little sheet of foil. Let me get that going. The air fryer usually be done in no time, but I don't think that pan could take the 4. It could take 3, but whatever. And I'm putting those pork chops in the oven. I'm just gonna clean up this spice. This paper and this. So that's that for that part. Get a little dishwater going. Now I'm starting to get warm, so I'm gonna take this jacket off. Okay, I have a belly, babe, so pardon me. And you see, I do cook. I like to eat. I've been exercising, walking at least. So, I'm gonna wash this bowl out first. Just a little bit of water earlier. Okay. So we're doing pork chops and put these seasoning back. I use the garlic powder, onion powder. I used the last of this Tony's Creole seasoning and this teriyaki marinade to flavor. We're gonna have a little Asian flair to it. I'm gonna get a pot of water going while I'm washing the dishes. So my little girl wants noodles, and we're gonna use the ramen noodles. We're gonna make like a stir fry with them though. I'm gonna do 2 packs of the ramen noodles. And then we're gonna add the corn and green beans in there and onions. I only need a little bit of water in there because we're only doing a little bit of noodles. So while the water is boiling, I'm gonna wash these few little dishes and wipe up a little bit. Little apple core in here. So the water's, I have the water boiling on high. What are you guys having for dinner? There's always dishes to wash. I made a peach cobbler dump cake early this morning. It was so good. Nice and buttery. 1 second, guys. I'm not a heavy drinker, but I do drink, so I am going to have a glass of wine while I cook. Rinse these dishes out so I can rinse my wine glass out a little bit. I like to point my forks and knives down so nobody gets hurt. It's a good practice, just for safety's sake in the kitchen. Once that water's boiling, I'm going to drop these noodles on down in the water. This is Menage a Trois. Only just a little bit because I drink just a little bit, but let's move this bottle out of the way here. Aerate that a little bit. It's a really good tasting wine. Has a nice flavor. It's a sweet wine. Tastes really good. I don't know what that is floating in there, but okay. We're drinking that. So I have a little girl. My meals are sometimes kid friendly. She requested noodles, so we're having noodles. So I'm gonna put that one in there, and I'll just pour the little crumbs in there as well. And then a second noodle packet. And we're gonna put these aside. I probably won't use those. I hope you guys had a good day today. Mine was pretty good. It was uneventful, and uneventful is always good. I'll take that any day. Push those down. I just want these to be, because I'm going to stir fry them. So I don't want them to overcook. So I'm going to wash these cans off. Just a quick rinse and wipe. Drop a spoon. Okay. Put that cord out of the way. Have a hand can opener. Sometimes that's faster. So here you go. Put it on that edge. Do you hear that seal broken? I'm gonna pour the water off of it from the green beans. And take that lid off and move that out the way. And then the corn as well. We're gonna open that corn up. Those noodles are just about where I want them to be. Or are those peas? Oh, no, that's corn. Okay. So I'm going to pour that juice off. That. Okay. Wash that can opener off real quick. Put it in here so it can dry off. So, this bowl that I use to the noodles are going to be way done way ahead. I just want the noodles to soften up a little bit because we're going to stir fry them. I don't want them overcooked where they falling apart. All right. So, I'm going to run cold water down here because with PVC pipe, I don't want any trouble. So hopefully with that hot water and a cool water. And I didn't break the noodles. I didn't want to. We may very well use chopsticks with our dinner. Alright. And I'm going to leave a little bit of water in those noodles. And they're going to steam for a little bit while I'm doing that. Okay. Now, pull that noodle off this spoon. So I made some garlic butter the other day. We're going to use the rest of it. Butter's not cheap. We had a fake seafood boil. So I'm going to get that all buttered up real good. I have a little more butter I'm going to add in there because it's not as much as I want in there. I'm going to grab a nice dollop of butter and put it. That's probably a lot, but it's okay. I'm going to turn that down. It smells really good. So, I'm going to add the corn, canned corn, into this. And make a stir fry. And then we're going to add the green beans. Add the rest of that corn, why not? That's going to be good. And that's going to cook down. And I'm going to get my onion going right now. Put these away. It's just a quick meal. I'm going to turn that eye back up because I like that sizzling of it. Move those noodles out of the way. We'll get an onion. I'm going to chop up 2 onions. 1 onion is going to be for the meal. And then I like to keep an onion chopped up already so I can have it whenever, so I don't always have to chop an onion. And I do love onions, so I use them quite generously. If you have somebody in your house that don't like onions, well, you can chop them up either really big or really small. Big so they can pick them out, small so they can't detect them. they can get the benefits from the onions. And I'm going to throw that in. I'm going to cut half is out of my way. And then I'm going to chop the other side. Chop it on down. And this is going to be just a stir fry. It's a lot of onion, but I really love onions. So that was a pretty nice size onion. I'm gonna chop this one up for my bag. I should have did it the other way around. I should have put the big onion in the bag and then a small onion in the middle, but in this stir fry. So we have pork chops in the oven. I seasoned those really well. I washed them first. I used a little bit of, I rinsed them off with water, then rinsed them off with a little bit of white vinegar, just to get all that extra fat off of there. This onion is just for my my convenience. That I love onions, so if I have anything, I don't have to chop the next onion. I'll have it already ready. Sometimes I just want a couple little slices of it for the flavor. Sometimes you need to change your flavor in your mouth or something, and onions do it for me. And keep a little baggie that I just reuse all the time. Usually I don't let it get empty, but okay. It happened. Get that air out of it. Put that in the fridge. And then if I don't feel like chopping an onion or something like that, I already have it ready. I want these to cook down. It's a green bean. I'll show you guys what I have going on here. Looks pretty good. Green beans, corn, and onions. Green beans, green beans, corn, and onions. I'm not going to add any jalapenos or anything spicy to it. That Creole season is going to have a nice little bite to it. So try not to overdo it. Now, I am going to, I think I have some minced garlic in here. And I don't feel like going to get any, so I'm not going to add that. But what I do have is I have this pickled onions, and I'm just add a little bit of that juice in there to get that flavor going on in here. Hey, babe.
Hey, Mama. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Looks delicious.
Looks delicious. Already had the noodles. I'm just let this cook down real good.
Okay.
And the pork chops already in the oven. So I'm gonna put the noodles in the. Do you want the noodles inside the meat? I mean the vegetable, like a stir fry. No, want that on the side.
Yeah.
She wants it on the side.
Because it's like vegetables and the noodles.
Okay, so these noodles.
They still haven't cooked?
Yeah, they're steaming. I didn't know. I'm gonna put a plate over top of them so they just go ahead and finish steaming. Only cook the noodles a little bit, and I'm just gonna let them steam the rest of the way so they don't get like mushy. We don't want the mushy noodles. She don't want it mixed in.
You want yours next thing?
I would've. Want hers?
Yeah, sure. Oh, no, please.
It's hot. So blow it. Tastes good. It's a good flavor to it. So I don't remember adding any seasoning to the vegetables.
Can I put this in?
Yeah, so. No, here, just use the garlic and the onion.
Alright, I'll give you. Let's see. Yep. I'm going to set this over here. Alright.
Add a little more. No, you don't have to be scared. Hold it.
Oh.
Okay. What is that? The onion powder?
Yep, onion.
Okay. And just like we sprinkled the garlic generously. Okay. Yeah, that's good.
That's garlic
You
powder.
need any more in there?
That's good.
Okay.
Alright, now we're going to add, what is it called?
So open this over the thing, over the bowl, over the pot. So if it spills, it spills out. Just set the tab over there. And use the whole thing. Okay, good job.
Okay.
And throw those in garbage.
Yep.
And come back so you can stir it.
Okay.
Get up a little bit closer.
Hold the handle.
Because it's probably going to be hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
Okay, just carefully stir it.
What you put in here? Oh, it's hot.
Here, you want me to stir it for you?
Yeah, sure. Because the spoonful's hot.
So, we put in some corn.
Yeah.
We put in green beans. We put in an onion. We have butter in there.
Oh, butter.
Then what did you add in there?
Some
Garlic powder. Okay.
And garlic powder. And
Yes, Saigon. And the Saigon adds a little color to it. I like a little
spice.
color. We're just stir frying these vegetables.
Yeah.
And so the noodles, we're going to look at them. So I boiled them just for a little while because we like them, we're going to like them firm. And then we'll steam them the rest of the way. So they're still very hot and steamy. And so let's check the texture. Here, you eat one noodle and tell me if that one is good. We're gonna put the lid back on there. We want them tender, but not. Does it taste done?
It's chewy.
It's chewy. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't want them mushy. So the steam from the noodles, because they're still hot, we're gonna leave that on the lid and let them finish steaming. We like a firmer noodle. I just did a quick boil to them and took them out to steam them.
When they steam, are they still cooking when they steam?
Here, let's taste these right here. How's that green bean taste?
Good.
Green bean.
It's hot.
We did a mock seafood boil. I'm allergic to shellfish, so we had a tilapia. We made a butter sauce. We used that butter sauce for we didn't use it, we didn't dip it in and save it, but we poured it out and had our own bowl of it, but phone needs charging. I'll put you guys right here. See if this works. See how that works, guys? Okay. Alright, the phone is charged, guys. I thought that would work. Here we go. Let's see the top of my head.
What can you put on the phone?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Have a phone holder. I have put it up so they could see or something. Okay, give it back. Mine will go help me out with that one. So I'm going to turn these corn off, these vegetables off. Because it's starting to really brown. And we're just waiting for the pork chops.
Get ready.
I'm going to show you what we have so far. And then I'll do, maybe we'll do a mukbang.
Yeah. I was about to say that.
Later on so you guys can see. So I'm just turning the camera around. So that is our stir fry vegetables. Green beans, corn, onion. And then we have our noodles waiting for us. And then in the oven we have the pork chops. I'm not even going to take the lid off and take a peek at it, okay? All right, guys. Thanks for cooking with me. And I'll do a video, a mukbang. Maybe we'll do it in a short or something. So, thanks for coming in, checking on me, cooking with me, guys. See you in a little while. Bye.
Bye.